Hi, welcome to this class with me. Today I'm very pleased to have you all with me. So today we are going to practice all the exercises I have posted this week from Monday to yesterday, Friday. I hope that you have found the time to practice them and that you enjoyed them. So if you are ready, just get on your mat. If you are dealing with any kind of injury, severe or not so severe, I would ask you to please take care of yourself. And if you feel that something is not right for you, please just stop and wait for the other exercise, or please do ask me any questions if you have any at the end of the class on my Instagram page or in the comments below under the video. Right, if you are ready, let's get started. So let's get into a high kneeling position. Today I'm going to have my toes curled under. I quite like to do that at is stretches the sole of my feet and the back of my toes. You don't have to do that, you can just sit on your heels, and if this is not comfortable for you, please take a cushion or a pillow, just place it right under your bum, and it's going to elevate you away from the floor, and it's going to take the pressure out of your ankles, your toes and your knees. Right, so up to you whether you want to have your toes curled under or your feet flat on the ground. So from here we're going to bring the hands right behind the head. So the head is right over the spine, the shoulders are right over the hips, the feet and knees are hip width apart. Good, and the rib cage is soft and relaxed, the abdominals are slightly engaged. And from there we're going to inhale, open those elbows out, and exhale, bring the elbows back. And inhale, open those elbows. And exhale, bring the elbows back. So as you are moving your elbows in and out, please make sure that your shoulders are away from your ears. You don't want to have your shoulders like this, so keep them down and away from your ears. Good. 2 more times to the back as you inhale and exhale. And we inhale and we exhale. Good. As we inhale, we extend the spine. So try not to compress the lower back. And as you exhale, we're going to round the spine, belly button in. Good. And as we inhale, we're going to arch the spine again, creating space in that spine. Make it easy for you to talk, no tension or struggle in the shoulders and the neck. And again, we inhale and we exhale, belly button in, hip bones to the belly button. And again, good. And we exhale, and one more time, we open those elbows and we exhale. Perfect. Hands behind your head. This time we are going to side bend to the right. Keep pushing your head into your hands, come back to center and side bend to your left. So make sure that the hips are staying over your heels and that you're not bringing the opposite hip along with you as you are bending on one side. So we are moving from the waist and above. The hips are staying squared and are not moving. Good, and we go to the left. We exhale, we come back to center. We inhale to the right. We exhale, we come back to center. We inhale to the left. Exhale, come back to center. And inhale to the right. And exhale, come back to center. Last one on the left. And we come back to center. The elbows stay in your peripheral vision, and from here we rotate to the right. We come back to center. We rotate to the left. And we come back to center. So as you are rotating your rib cage, we are rotating from the waist and above. Nothing under the waist is moving, and back to center. And to your left. Keep the spine long. You want to feel like a corkscrew. Yes, exhale back to center and inhale to your left and exhale back to center. Inhale to the right and back to center. So we don't want to have any funny movement from your elbows or your shoulders. Everything stays in the right place, meaning that the head over the spine, shoulders over the hips, and we are not moving the elbows along. So everything moves from the rib cage and everything above the waist is moving along with the rib cage. Good, last one on your left. Fantastic. Now facing your mat, feet and knees are hip width apart, shoulders are right over your hips, head in line with your spine. We're going to bring the hands down right in front of your knees. So you're going to just lift your pelvis slightly away from your heels so that you're not just completely putting all your body weight on your heels. So from there we're going to lift a tiny bit. It's going to engage your glutes and engage your abdominals, and we're going to put some good work into that exercise. So we press the hands down, arms are straight. Right, we keep the head over the spine, and from here we slide the right fingers forward. We lift the arm up to the ceiling and we open the rib cage out to the right. Now watch your pelvis. You don't want your pelvis to lift or to shift, okay? So keep it squared, and we keep the arm going up to the ceiling and come back. Now the left arm, we slide. We lift the arm up, we follow the movement of the arm with the eyes. The rib cage is opening to the left, and we bring the arm all the way back. Good, a few more on each side. So right arm, we slide. So as we are sliding that arm, we don't want to collapse. We want to keep everything in the same position. So we slide, we lift that arm, the movement comes from the shoulder, we open the rib cage to the right. The left arm is pushing you away from the floor. It's staying quite strong and long. We bring the arm back up to the ceiling and we slide that arm back and to the left. We lengthen and lift. Shoulders are staying away from your ears. And we come back. Good, and we slide. And we open. And we come back. Make sure that your bum is not completely dropping over your heels. We want to keep a little space so that the glutes are working and the abdominals are working. Good, we have two more to do. We slide and we open and we come back. Yes, and the left, and we open and we come back. So if you feel any compression in your lower back, it might be because you're not engaging your abdominals enough, so try to do that. And we come back, the last one on the left. And we come back. Great. Now on our fours for the clock. So wrists right under the shoulders and knees right under the pelvis. The feet and knees are hip width apart, so you don't want to have two wide knees like that. You want to have your knees right under your hip sockets and your wrists right under your shoulders. The arms are long and strong, but the elbows are staying soft. They are not bent, they are just staying soft. The spine is in a neutral position and your head is in line with your spine. The abdominals are slightly engaged, and from here we are going to isolate the movement of the pelvis. So nothing above the waist is going to move as much as possible. Right, so also we don't want to cave in between the shoulder blades. We want to keep that breastbone away from the floor. Right, now that we are in a neutral spine, we're going to pull the belly button in and bring the hip bones, those little bones here, towards the belly button. The spine stays neutral above the waist, and we send the tailbone all the way up to the ceiling. You should feel a nice stretch in between your sit bones, and exhale, belly button in, hip bones to the belly button, we hold, and we inhale, we send the tailbone away. Right, so as you do so, try to keep your upper body still and strong. Try not to cave in between the shoulder blades. Good, we send that tailbone away. Let's do 3 more like that, and we exhale. We bring the hip bones to the belly button, and we send that tailbone away. And 2 more. And we pull, belly button in, small waist, arms are strong. And we inhale, we extend that tailbone up. And the last one. Good. And we extend. And we come back to neutral. Perfect. Now coming back to the neutral position, our clock is not over. We're going to hike the right hip towards the right shoulder. Now, hiking your right hip towards your right shoulder doesn't mean pushing your rib cage to the left. Okay, so you try to keep the upper body still as we are still moving from the waist. So nothing above the waist should be moving. I mean, just a little, but not too much. Good, so from here the abdominals are in, head in line with your spine, and we bring the right hip towards the right shoulder, and we come back to center, and we send the left hip towards the left shoulder, and we come back to center, and to the right, and center, and to the left, and center. It just feels like you're wagging your tail quite slowly. And to the left, and to the right. And if you are going to carnival this year, you better practice that movement, because it's going to be very helpful to dance to all that exotic music. Well, I'm getting ready for carnival, quite excited to go actually. Good, and let's do 2 more on each side. And to the left. And once more, stay away from the floor, try not to collapse. And last one to the left, and we come back to neutral. Now we're going to get into our full clock. So we keep that upper body still. We're going to pull the belly button in, send the hips to the right, send the tailbone up to the ceiling. Try not to bend your arms when you're doing this. Send the hips to your left and pull your belly button in, and to the right, and up to the ceiling, and to the left, and in, back to center, and to your right again, and up to the ceiling, and to your left, and back in, and to the right, and to the ceiling, to the left, belly button in. 2 more, to the right, and to the ceiling, and to the left, and in. Once more, to the right, and to the ceiling, and to the left, and in. And now we go to the left, and up, to the right, and in, and to the left, and up, to the right, and in, and to the left, and up, and to the right, and in. 2 more, to the left, and up, to the right, and in, and to the left, and up, and to the right, and in, and come back to neutral. Well done. Good, we're staying on our fours. If you need to shake your wrist for a moment, just do that and join me back. Good, so from here we're going to get into the cat and cow. Right, so we keep the spine in a neutral position, the abdominals are slightly engaged, the head is in line with the spine. Good, so from here we're going to pull the belly button in, bring the hip bones to the belly button and start to curl the lower back, then the middle back, and then the rest of the spine. We push that floor away, we push the rib cage, the belly button into the spine, and from here we send the tailbone away, and gradually we arch the spine into the cow's pose. So we're not dropping down to the floor, we're staying away from the floor, and the movement is happening only from the spine. And again, hip bones to the belly button. We curl the lower back, then the middle spine, the upper spine, and finally the head. Good, angry, angry, angry cat. And we inhale, tailbone going up to the ceiling. And gradually we move to the middle spine, gradually to the upper spine. We're not caving in between the shoulder blades. We pull the shoulder blades away from your ears. No tension in the neck. You should be able to have a nice and easy conversation. And from here we pull the belly button in. Hip bones to the belly button. We curl that lower back, middle back, upper spine. We push that floor away. Press your shins down, make the most of the stretch and send your tailbone away as you inhale. And uncurl that spine all the way up to the crown of the head. Yes, and let's do 2 more of that. And we exhale, we round, round, round the spine all the way up to the ceiling. And we inhale, we send that tailbone away, 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 away. Rolling the shoulders away from your ears, breastbone shining forward. Nice, and the last one, hip bones to the belly button. And we round that spine. Good, 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 good. Yes, and we are going to inhale and arch our back. Right, and we are going to keep the extension in the spine. We are going to shift that body forward for the sexy cat. Good, and we shift the hips to the left. We keep those arms long and strong. So the arms are pushing you away from the floor. We round the spine as the pelvis reaches to the heels. We shift the hips to the right and we extend the spine to the front and to the left. Good, to your heels and to the right and to the front. And again, to your left. Pull that belly button in, round that spine as your heels, as your pelvis gets to your heels, and to the right. And 2 more. To the left. And again, we shift to the right and we move to the front once more. And to the left. Good. And to your right. Good. And now we go to the right. And to the left. No, you don't want to bend your arms here. You want to keep your arms straight. Those arms are pushing you away from the floor. That feels so good on the spine. I just love it. I love the stretch we can get on the sides of the body. Nice. 2 more times, guys. We extend and we round. We bring that pelvis to the heels. We shift to the left. We slide to the front, and the last one on the right. Good. And we move to the front and we come back to our neutral all fours position for the delightful licking cat. Right, so the licking cat might look easy, but it's not that easy. So you don't want to move your hands and your knees at all in that exercise. You want to keep it perfect. All fours. Right, so from here, we're going to start as we start the cat. So belly button in, hip bones to the belly button. We're going to round the spine. Push the floor away. Bring your pelvis towards your heels. Once you are there, you are going to lift your head and extend your spine. Once your spine is in extension, place your elbows down. So your elbows are coming down as if you're wrapping something. You're just holding something in between your elbows. The abdominals are working. You're not just dropping on your thighs. Everything is active. The shoulders are rolling back. You press your forearms on the floor. No tension in the neck. And you slide forward. You keep going without falling onto the floor. So you stay away from the floor. So keep sliding until you feel your pelvis is right over your knees. And push yourself back up. And we round the spine. Pelvis to the heels. Extension of the spine, elbows down, and we slide forward. No tension in the neck and shoulders. Once your pelvis is over your knees, you engage the abdominals and the back muscles, the ones that are around your shoulder blades. You push yourself up. And again, we round the spine, pelvis to the heels. And we extend, elbows down on the ground, and we slide. Yes, and we lift. Two more, we round that spine. Pelvis to the heels. Extension of the spine, elbows down. And we slide. We lift, and once more. Pelvis to the heels. Extension of the spine, elbows down. And we slide forward. Shoulders staying away from your ears, and we lift. Well done. We're going to move it forward now. So, hands one step forward. Good. We keep that pelvis over the knees, so you don't want to be over your wrists. You want to keep your pelvis over your knees, but your hands are away from your shoulders. Right, and we're going to do exactly the same movement. We round the spine. We bring the pelvis towards the heels. The hands are not moving, so your aim is not to have your bum touching your heels here. It's not the aim. Okay, so the pelvis is going to land wherever it lands, even far from your heels. You keep it there. Good. From there, we're going to extend the spine, elbows down. We slide until the pelvis comes over the knees, abdominals in, muscles around the shoulder blades are engaging, and you push yourself up. Rounding the spine again, pelvis towards the heels. Extension of the spine, elbows down, and we slide. And we lift, and again, round the spine, pelvis towards the heels. Extension of the spine, elbows down, shoulders staying away from your ears, and we lift. Two more, rounding the spine, pelvis towards the heels. Extension of the spine, elbows down, and we slide. And we lift. Last one, round, pelvis towards the heels. Extension of the spine, elbows down, we slide. And we lift. We bring the hands right under the wrists. And just like that, we are done with that class. We bring the pelvis to the heels. We keep the spine rounded. We keep the arms pushing the floor away. The belly button, the rib cage are away from your thighs. We're rounding the spine. The tailbone is coming in between the legs. And we stay there for a minute just to stretch that spine. Just enjoy a moment for yourself. And just be grateful to have been able to move and to finish the class. Well, that was very good. I'm glad you joined me today and during the week. It's always great to work on these little tutorials and exercise breakdown. So I'll see you next week. Take care, and remember that if you have any question, I'm always there to help you. I'll see you soon. Bye.